That was great.
Come on, Tildy, you got this!
They were thinking about how they could help to explain what was going to happen to Amelie with her amputation, so they turned the teddy bear kind of like as a mini Amelie. We had absolutely, it didn't even cross my mind that you could kind of get cancer in, it sounds ridiculously naive, but at the time I didn't even think you could really get cancer in your bone. My perception of cancer when you'd have a really poorly child, and she just wasn't that child, so it was quite, it was really a real shock to us when we got that diagnosis. They gave us the best possible treatment, but sadly she had a tumour in her leg and it also spread to both her lungs.
Didn't really know what it was, and then everybody was trying to explain it to me, but I didn't really understand.
I don't mean to speak for you, Amelie, but I think she was only 5, so she didn't really understand the word cancer, and she had some questions, but she didn't really know what questions to ask, because she didn't really, I don't think you really fully understood what was happening, so she just kind of listened to us and went along to the hospital with us, but wasn't kind of aware of the enormity of the situation, so she probably didn't have as many questions as if she was, say, diagnosed now. It would be a very different situation. And it felt really lonely at the beginning because I'd never heard of it, my husband hadn't ever heard of it, nobody had ever, that I spoke to, had really heard of it, and it's scary when you're dealing with something and you just don't know what it is you're dealing with. Sarcoma UK has helped us to feel really supported as a family, to feel that there are people looking out for us and that we're not alone, and I think without Sarcoma UK would be in a very different position. Since we kind of entered this world of sarcoma, what we really noticed as well was probably the lack of funding as a child of cancer, the lack of funding there is around sarcoma, and the medicines and the research is kind of pales into insignificance compared to the other funding that you get for other childhood cancers. And some of the chemotherapies that they use are still the chemotherapy that they were using in Victorian times.
I want to be like a Paralympian. I'm in a couple of different sports, like skiing, rowing, swimming, and netball. I'd like to swim the channel and raise money for sarcoma.
One thing that we haven't mentioned is that Amelie's, something that stands out for Amelie and that's really unique is her level of determination and grit. It is like, it's not just me saying this as her mother, everybody that knows her says she's got something really special. And it's that kind of got her through her illness, but it's that drive that gets her through every single day, and it is just unbelievable. It's so powerful and so special, and she's, I just feel so proud of her because there's nothing that she's not going to do. Just by doing this film is changing people's lives, Amelie. It really, really is. And it's just, what you've got inside is really special.